Leo, good morning. Welcome to your Sun, Moon, Rising reading. My name's Clive. You're watching Emery's Tarot. I'm going to get straight into this in a few seconds. I just want to point out, please take the bits that resonate, leave the rest. Don't try and make it fit. You will just end up with a wrong conclusion, okay? With that said, let's get into this. Universe, spirits, guides. What energies are around Leo or approaching Leo? What's the messages you have for the Leo, please, universe? Page of Pentacles, Fool card, Ten of Wands, Six of Wands, Knight of Cups, Eight of Wands. Oh, a lot going on here. Two of Cups, Empress, Eight of Pentacles. Wow. Well, this relationship's going certainly in a lot of ways. Your relationships are heading in for a new direction here. Ooh. Prioritising. It's been a long struggle for about a decade, but you've been knuckling in, and finally you're going to get your reward for that, for knuckling down and proving your worth, proving your stability. It's not that you've done this consciously and you felt, oh, I must prove my stability. You've just done it automatically, Leo. All right. I'll say the last decade for you have not been good. All right, but you're in a position now where you've got a good choice to make, and you can start laying down conditions and foundations for the future. All right, there's been a lot of tenacity, and it's brought about this fresh start. Okay, this person does want a fresh start. There's a realization either with you or the person you're dealing with, or the both of you, that there's a soulmate involved. Okay, soulmates are, very deep spiritual connections. All right, which you're beginning to realise, you're beginning to trust your intuition, you feel this intuitively, okay, and you also feel that there's a lot of movement behind the scenes. Well, there is. All right, it may have appeared on the face of it in the past where there's been standstill, but there's been a lot happening behind the scenes. So whether you realise this person is a soulmate or not, I'm getting that they are for a lot of you. Soulmates, twin flames, they're very intense relationships. You can't break the bond. You can't break that spiritual bond. It's not possible. But what you can do is learn to accept that relationship, not necessarily on the practical level, but the spiritual level. All right, and that's the difficult bit. But once you do that, it gives you your freedom, and it allows you to see the relationship in its true form. We live in a very practical world, and we humans are funny creatures. We like to feel, see, touch, and if we can't, we find it very difficult to trust things we can't see, particularly intuition. All right. But it is a very good guidance. Okay, your intuitive power. Everybody has it. It's a question of deciphering it, and it's a question of learning to use it to make important decisions. Just like making a decision purely on emotions or purely for money reasons, making a decision purely on intuitive reasons is not a good thing. It's a question of finding that fine balance. You've got to be practical about your situation. You have to be very, very realistic about it. All right, but there is an intuitive thing here going on. All right, and somebody here does want to connect with you. But it's a question of whether or not you can control your emotions and stop them running away with you. Now, what I'm getting here from your energy, this Ten of Wands, this Six of Wands, this Eight of Wands, despite your struggles in the past, finally you've got something to focus here. And there's a lot of excitement, but it's a question of calming things down within yourself and not letting yourself run away with yourself, if you know what I mean. It's very easy to do. All right. Now, it does require a leap of faith, and this is trusting yourself. And the situation going on here, all right, is not going to be solved in 5 minutes. It's going to require work. All right. it's a question of, connecting. Soulmate, I can sit back and relax, everything will work out fine. No. You have to work at it. This is how we learn. Whether this person's married or you're married or whatever, but there is the chance here of a long-standing relationship on a certain level. That level is determined by what you decide to do. That's the key thing. It's like love. Love is not static. Love is variable, just like everything else in the universe. You love your mother and your father perhaps differently. You love your brother and sister perhaps differently. Lovers, people come and go, friends, family, etc. They're all on different levels. You see what I mean? Nothing's fixed. Everything is relative. And I'm saying that because there's a lot of relative perspectives going on here. Okay. There's Page of Pentacles, for instance. Okay, I'm kind of getting that you've got some stuff going on in your career. Things have been hectic. You've been burdensome with one or two of you with a very long-term project, and it's taken up a lot of your time. So, how much time can you spare to concentrate on your love life? All right. 9 of Cups. Ooh, a lot of pleasure here. Yeah, a lot of you are actually in the situation you're in are quite contented. Despite the pressure from the past, a lot of you are quite happy. For some of you, this is dealing with a parent. Okay, it's not necessarily a lover. Interesting. I'm kind of getting karmas at play here. See what else we have. Queen of Cups. Ooh. Wow. Now, like I say, there could be a marriage involved in this, or I'm talking to the singles of you as well. There's a marriage and family values affecting this situation. This could come from your parents, their parents, or even between you two. All right, but there's a marriage here and family values, and it's kind of working within a strict set of, energetical rules. I mean, religions could be affecting this. Different religions, different perspectives, different backgrounds. I'll get in here that you grew up in a very different background, you two. This 10 of Wands here. Yeah, the High Priest. Yeah, that's the Hierophant. What I'm getting here, Leo, is that you're accepting the situation and seeing it for what it is, despite the excitement. I mean, the world's changed very fast, especially over the last decade. And, some of your parents' family values, I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm not criticising anybody's family values. But the world has changed, and perhaps one or two of these family values are relative. You see, they have to change with the changing world. To stick rigidly, be like that oak tree in the hurricane, you're just going to get blown over. It's a question of adapting here. But there is tradition here affecting this. With you especially, I'm kind of getting that some of you actually want to do this right. The Emperor. Wow. Yeah. A lot of responsibility. There is somebody controlling this situation. It could be the person you're dealing with. But I'm getting this is more you, because that's a fire energy. That's an Aries energy. So it's very persuasive energy. Are you prepared? I'm kind of getting one of the questions you're probably asking yourself is, am I prepared to take on this kind of responsibility? Could well be the person you're dealing with is in a marriage situation, and that will, despite genuine love here, I'm kind of getting its outside influences. The person you're dealing with seems incredibly disciplined. To follow your heart's desire, there is kind of a separation here. But what I'm getting with you, I keep trying to call you Aries, you, Leo, you're being very resolute about this. I'm kind of getting you coming into the energy where you actually know what you want and you will have no qualms in making a decision. Kind of turn things around here. You just don't want to repeat past cycles. You want to go forward. You want to step off that merry-go-round. I'm kind of getting here that it's been a long struggle. You've been waiting for somebody's situation to change, including your own. And it's, there's some very, very difficult decisions here. It's, regardless of your situation or the person you're dealing with, this is kind of your decision. It's going to take an awful lot of strength and courage, but there's an opportunity here. There you are. You're coming into your own power. Like I say, you could actually be dealing with an Aries, okay, but there's a Pisces energy here as well. So if you're dealing with two people, I'm kind of getting here that you're becoming resolute. You're beginning to realise exactly what it is you want. And to do that, you're understanding yourself. Okay. The heart wants what it wants. All right. You've got the Five of Cups here. You don't want to make a decision you're going to regret. There's been an avoidance here of the situation for a long time. Somebody has been living in denial. And it could well be that this soulmate connection for one or two of you, somebody's been saying, no, it's not a soulmate, it's not a soulmate, trying to convince themselves. Stuck in the middle of it all. Somebody's trying to put all the responsibility on you. What else do we have on top of this Seven of Pentacles? Just this card, yeah. Any legal decision going on, or any decision, it's kind of being fair about everything and being fair to everybody responsible that's involved. Like I say, any legal decision I'm kind of getting will go in your favour, but we'll need some compromises. But I'm kind of getting literally the green light for you to move. It's once this decision's made, I'm kind of getting it's going to be made with no turning back. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching.